will go away into eternal punishment, but the righteous into eternal life. This is how the story ends. I don't mean this story. I mean your story and history. That's the way it's all going to end. There is going to be a division of humanity. So let's explore what this text teaches us. First of all, there is the return of the King. There's the return of the King. And Jesus in this passage is giving us something of a summation of the way history is going to come to a conclusion. Now, many people have tried to shoehorn, well, which appearance of Jesus is this, and when does this happen? That's not really what Jesus is doing. He's not giving us a chronology. He's not filling in a point on your chart. He's saying, here is the general sense in which this ends. It's a summation statement of history, and it is a picture of might and grandeur, of glory and of power. That Jesus says that he's going to come in his glory. All of the angels are going to be with him, and he is going to sit on his glorious throne. And as he sits on that glorious throne, what we are going to see is a public, universal, cosmic demonstration of God's mercy and God's justice. They will both be demonstrated in that moment. And Jesus then gives a picture. Now, some people have called this a parable. It's less a parable and more a metaphor. And he says that he's going to separate all humanity. He's going to divide all humanity. And he's going to divide them like a shepherd divides sheep and goats. Many times in the ancient world, shepherds would have flocks that included both goats and sheep. And they would graze together during the day. They would take them out and they would find water and they would find pasture. And it was just a matter of convenience that they would graze them together. But when a shepherd would bring the sheep in at dusk, they would always separate the sheep and the goats. When they would put the sheep into the sheepfold, they would put the goats into a separate pen. There's a reason for that. Sheep are by nature docile creatures. They're not aggressive. They have no, when God created sheep, he gave them no natural defense mechanism, unlike most of the other animals in the animal kingdom. Goats, on the other hand, are by nature aggressive, and they're temperamental. And if you mingle the goats and the sheep, sometimes without the supervision of a shepherd, the goats will harm, sometimes even kill the sheep. And so a good shepherd would always separate